西方媒体在过去常常都只访问以色列的人，然后不断的只报道10月7号，好像这是一个单一的恐怖攻击事件。他不报道之前，也不报道之后，最近变了。最近呢，在昨天的时候，美国有线电视网 CNN 终于统计，从2008年开始，以色列每一年都杀害加萨当地的人，人数死了多少，都做出了一个图表。然后2014就是长长的2200人，然后之前有几百个人或是几十个人，然后到现在已经11000多个人啊！他终于做了文茜世界周报从第一个礼拜就知道要做的事情。而西方媒体过去几乎报道的都是这个10月7号的恐攻多残忍，后来有一点加入巴勒斯坦在当地嘎萨战争里头，他们孩童的惨状。现在他开始会邀请巴勒斯坦的代表上电视上，让代表以色列观点的跟代表巴勒斯坦观点的人同时都在节目里头。麻烦大家看一下，以 Morgan 为主，这位著名的主持人，他是如何让有以色列观点的人侃侃而谈，然后另外巴勒斯坦代表讲不到2-3个字就被打断。
Top story: the war in Gaza.
我们习以为常的西方媒体在看待目前以色列和哈马斯的冲突时，角度和阿拉伯世界可能天差地远。
We need justice. We need justice.
埃及播客主持人卓恩在加萨与埃及边界参加声援巴勒斯坦示威时，公然对在当地连线的 CNN 外交记者沃德开枪。卓恩控诉西方媒体被以色列牵着鼻子走，他的无畏、热血与愤慨让他立刻在全球声名大噪。
Where is your humanity? A protester starts shouting at me. We invite her to do an interview with us.
Okay, fine. When 1,000+ Palestinian babies die, you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same as when I tell you one of your own has died. But these are our own. And it is unfair, and Egypt will stand with Palestine. All Western channels are talking for Israel. If the United Nations is standing for Israel, if all these international institutions are standing for Israel, who's there for the Palestinians? And don't call it a war. The jargon is even more infuriating. It's not a war. They're not on equal footing. It is not a war.
刚拿到英国媒体自由奖年度最佳广播记者的名主播皮尔斯·摩根，日前也邀请卓恩上他主持的谈话性节目。卓恩开宗明义便指出，美国和以色列的关系让这个世界陷入危险。
You are unable to debate with Israel because what's happened so far is we're witnessing the sick relationship between the United States and Israel, where basically the United States has given a permission for Israel to have genocide on ground. And what's happened is we're seeing no one can say no to Israel. The United Nations isn't able to say no to Israel without repercussions. Media figures aren't able to say no to Israel without repercussions. So what ends up happening is that you're basically raising a spoiled brat you're unable to say no to that has now grown up to be a sociopath.
卓恩和许多支持巴勒斯坦的阵营一样，把以色列在加萨的空袭行动称之为种族屠杀。摩根于是反问卓恩，对哈马斯10月7号在以色列残杀1500人的举动有何看法？
On October the 7th, Hamas, who are the ruling authority in Gaza, committed an act of such heinous terrorism, killing 1,500 people, including 260 people at the music festival.
1948,
let me finish, Rahma. Let me finish.
What happened
Let me just
then?
ask.
What
Let me just
about
say,
the militia?
Rahma, let me just ask you the question.
卓恩表示，无论是哪个阵营，对平民的杀戮都应该被谴责。
It's a very fair question. But the thing is, maybe I have a privilege being so close to the border, having many Palestinian friends, knowing more history, that I understand that once you oppress a people, and again, I'm not justifying what happened. The killing of civilians on both parts ought to be condemned.
但卓恩接着解释他的顾虑。
But the danger in you starting an interview asking me to condemn Hamas then pours into Israel's blind defense of its own state. The issue with that is everything is always taken out of context. And this is the issue we have with Western media.
近几周来，摩根锁定以哈议题，在来宾面红耳赤、激烈的唇枪舌战下，他的节目成为全球订户成长最快的 YouTube 时事节目。
It's okay when
Israel
it's the
didn't
Jews.
ethnically cleanse Palestine to begin with in 1948.
Well, they didn't, and that's
that is the source of this. To me, I go to the source of the issue.
But
what
that doesn't,
happened on October 7th isn't the beginning of what Palestinians
but had you asked me,
okay,
but Nadine, ask me.
That's not the starting point.
Why don't you ask me what do I think of that? You have a lot of preconceived views of what you think I think. I agree with you. I think the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in 1948 is the root cause of all of this.
邀请卓恩的同一天，摩根也请来巴勒斯坦裔在我们有生之年创办人科斯瓦尼和美国犹太裔记者奥斯汀上节目。两位出身背景迥异的来宾，立场尖锐对立。
Because she's the same woman who said every Zionist before they die should hear pop, pop before they die. So she probably agrees with the massacre. So why would she condemn them?
I think where the media is part of manufacturing consent.
We're talking about you.
I'm speaking here, and I'm not interested in speaking to genocide deniers. The media is manufacturing consent for genocide against the Palestinian people, just like they did with the lie of the weapons of mass destruction that was used to justify the murder of over 1 million Iraqis.
犹太裔网红奥斯汀否认1948年以色列建国时曾发生犹太人屠杀巴勒斯坦人的大浩劫。他也不认同以色列现在在加萨的行动是在种族清洗巴人。
Palestine needs to be liberated from Hamas because when your governing body is a terrorist organization, that is the root of the problem, not the alleged ethnic cleansing.
The ethnic cleansing of Palestine happened decades before Hamas was even created.
Let me ask.
对支持巴勒斯坦的来宾，主持人摩根必定会提出的问题是如何看待10月7号哈马斯的杀戮。
I do know the definition of a genocide. Gaza currently is a concentration camp because the Palestinians.
Do you think Hamas wages genocide?
I believe that. Look at the numbers. Look at the Palestinians who have been killed.
Hamas's stated
We're not here to talk about any
is to
specific
eradicate
entities.
the Jewish people. It's their stated purpose.
The first thing that we should be fighting
that's literally
is for
genocide.
Palestinians to be returned home to their homeland.
That is literally,
talk about the specific
Hamas's stated purpose is literally the definition of genocide. It's wiping out people based on their ethnicity.
The hostages who were released.
摩根也问了埃及播客主同样的问题。
Do you not agree with me that clearly what Hamas is waging against Israel is also genocide by your criteria?
I am, you know what's, again, this is a dangerous debate because what you're trying to put me in is once I condemn
just asking you a question.
Once I condemn these people, what that then means, why is this dangerous for me? Because what that then means is that you can then answer me and tell me that Israel has the unequivocal right to defend itself, what that means is that they eradicate a people who end up being your Halloween
you're
costumes.
wrong. No.
So why not put a stop to this now? They're not on equal footing.
卓恩说，以色列掌握了发言权，西方媒体未能忠实反映另一边的实况。在加萨走廊，以色列的轰炸持续进行的现在，以军已不允许来自世界各地的记者进入。英国第4频道的记者同意遵守以方设下的诸多限制，才得以随着步兵营进入拍摄。目前加萨已有150万人被迫流离失所，相当于加萨3%的人口。这是巴勒斯坦人逃离的地狱。任凭外界再怎么质疑，以色列说法一律时，哈马斯以平民充当自己的人肉盾牌。因此，以色列的飞弹把一间又一间的民房夷平，心安理得。卓恩说。恐怕以色列正在制造新一代的哈马斯。
If you occupy a people, if women in labor are having to give birth at checkpoints, if you're having people imprisoned, if you're having this merciless bombardment of Palestinians, you are going to breed Hamas. It starts with the stronger party.